preview for UFC 320 main event. Magomed Ankalaev, Alex Pereira. It's the rematch. Pereira is going to enter this one now as a 2-1 underdog. He's 38 years of age. He's coming in now as the challenger. And the last time they fought was in March, about 6 months ago. Ankalaev won, unanimous decision. And Ankalaev's lone defeat came in 2018. He hasn't lost in 14 fights since. Can Pereira be the one to do it and get back his belt? Want to hear your thoughts? Preview.
Look, he beat the boogeyman. Can he beat him again? You know, Pabiano. What's the name, bud? Give me the right.
Samsonite. No, Baba Yaga, right?
Baba Yaga. See, you got an edge on me. You're married to a Ukrainian woman.
Before you say that, I'm not 100% certain I said that right. I should, because I am married to a beautiful Ukrainian, my beautiful wife. But yeah, I think it's Baba Yaga.
Yeah, we're talking about John Wick. Obviously, people know that I love the movies, and John Wick is one of those action movies. You can't get better. So he beat Baba Yaga, or whatever his name is, but he beat him, and the way he did it, he took away his secret weapon. He took away he took away his best thing. And a lot of people, I don't know if they understood. He figured out the right blueprint, the right way to go about it, the right approach. And what he took away, I know you can talk about his leg kick, his lead leg kick. That's the first thing. Ankalaev better make sure his legs are ready, because in the first fight, Pereira almost broke his legs. But then he started, avoiding them, checking them better. But Pereira will try that again. Try to take away Ankalaev's lead leg, which is what he was starting to do and doing in their first fight. But Ankalaev was able to sustain himself. He was able to survive it, get around it, and then take charge when he had to. The key was he took away Pereira's counterpunching ability. Yeah, he's got a great left hook. Yeah, he's got great legs. Yeah, he's got power, natural power. He was a kickboxer. But he took away his number one item, the counter left hook, where he gets you to reach, make a mistake, get over anxious, get over your skis a little bit, where your head gets in front of your legs. And then he puts the lights out. That's how you beat him. That's how Ankalaev beat him. He backed him up slowly. He backed him up with slow, cautious, proper aggression. Backing him up, keeping him off, keeping him a little off balance, keeping him defensive, but never giving him anything to counter. He did it, and he's a southpaw, Ankalaev. He did it in a very deliberate, smart, buttoned-up, technical way. He's got to do it again. There's no room for mistakes with Pereira. I might throw a wrinkle in here if I was Ankalaev's team and say throw a feint in once in a while. Throw a feint in once in a while. But he will have to do the same thing. He won. If he does the same thing, I think he wins again. Here's where Pereira, this is the analytical part you're looking for out there. Pereira's got to do two things. He's got to use his jab more. He didn't use his jab. He's got to use his jab more. It's a great jab. It's long, it's hard. And being that he's fighting a southpaw, I think he's going to have to go to work and not depend on the left hook. It ain't there. If it ain't there, this guy ain't reaching. So I don't know if it's going to be there. So you got to go to really what I always labeled as the southpaw killer. Go to the right hand. I know we know him as the left hook, but he can punch with either hand. Go to the right hand. Use the jab more. Set up the right hand. Look for that. And don't go straight back. That's one of his flaws, Pereira. Yeah, even the great Pereira got flaws. We all do. I got a couple too, but he'll go straight back on a line. Not one step, 2, 3. And if you go with him, it's a catch-22. Because if you go with him, you can hit him. You can hit him. But if you go with him a little fat, a little reckless, you're going to get freaking counted. That's where the catch-22 comes in. You go with him, but got to go with him, crossing your T's, dotting your I's. So there it is for me. I'm going with Ankalaev again, but I think that's a pretty good breakdown. I wanted to do it, I wanted to do it like this, nice and neat.
Yeah, there's a couple of things I want to throw at you off of that. I agree with you with Pereira using the jab, but is he tentative to use the jab because then he leaves openings for more opportunities to shoot and take him down? He doesn't want to be on the ground, Pereira. We always talk about father time. And you never know. Sometimes you could just get old in that ring. And sometimes the great ones could have one last great one in them. He's 38 years old now, Pereira, coming into this one.
No, Pereira defends the takedown pretty good, but he ain't winning on the floor. That's for sure. And if Ankalaev don't get him on the floor, he'll kill the clock. He'll kill the clock by pinning him up against the cage. He'll kill time. In other words, he'll do what you'd used to do to beat Tom Brady. You keep him on the bench. And you keep Pereira in his offense and range for that offense. You keep it on the bench. Well, better said, you keep it against the cage. And that is smart. And he'll do that. To answer your question, yeah, you got to use the jab, but you got to use it from full range, the right range, full extension. Got to use it from the right range. You use it from too close, you're right, 100%. He'll counter you, or he'll get into your legs and grab you with the takedown because you let him get too close. You got to make sure that jab is used properly, which is at the right range, the right distance.
This is the last one I want to throw at you in regards to that fight. We always talk about, and you talk about that, the fight game, boxing, UFC too, at least 75% mental, right? And couldn't agree more. Now, I say that because with Alex Pereira, we talked about it in the past. He's one of the biggest intimidators there is, right? From the face-off at the weigh-in with the war paint and the face paint to the unbelievable entrance he makes with his ring walk and then the stare down, ice cold across the ring. I think that may have affected some guys in the past. But here comes the rematch. Is that lost now? Is part of his aura and his invincibility or his advantages taken away where Ankalaev, he felt it. He beat it. It's not there now.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's a beautiful point. I think that's more than valid. That's astute on your part to go there, to bring that out. Yeah, he, it didn't work. He already, the kryptonite didn't work. You know what I mean? Superman went into a booth. He got something figured out. And he got an anti-kryptonite suit on. It didn't work. He went into the fire. The only difference this time, his opponent, Ankalaev, had an asbestos suit. The laser stairs don't go through that. Ankalaev is from a region of the world where that stuff isn't as likely to, that intimidation and what you described isn't as likely to use or to be useful or to be effective with people from that region. They're a little harder. They've seen some stuff that has kind of gotten them ready for that, has hardened them for that, has fire tested them, as we talk about, and made them oblivious to that. Where they're not affected by that the way someone else. So. Yeah, I think that advantage is may be gone. I couldn't agree more. It's a good point.
Now, it's going to be interesting. If you want to hear more points of Teddy's on this fight live during this fight, come check out the Ropes community. We touched on the intro, but Teddy's going to be on there. We're going to do a Q&A for a poll that the members voted on, and then we're going to watch the fight with him. We're not doing the commentary. It's not going to be a fight companion. Just going to be in there to hang out with the guys. But at the end of the month, October 25th, come back, and we will have Teddy doing live fight companions, and that'll be in boxing. The first one we'll be doing for the Ropes, and that'll be Wardley versus Parker, the heavyweights. But anyway, just wanted to throw that out there for those that want to hear Teddy's thoughts on this fight live. Come check out the ropes. We'll be doing it October 4th, Saturday night.
And the reason we're doing Wardley and Parker, and that's what's so beautiful about the way you set this up, bud. Our community voted on it. It was their pick. It was their pick. Well, contrary to what some people that think they know Teddy Atlas Jr., me, contrary to that thinking, I do believe in democracy. I do, for the most part. Especially if you agree with me. Then yeah, I'm all stars and stripes, baby. Yeah. But there's a little bit of that dictatorship mentality in me sometimes that I like. I'm a stubborn son of a gun. I like it my way and what I believe. But no, we let them vote. The people voted. These people have spoken. And that's an interesting fight. We'll get into it at the right time. But man,